Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of It's Monday. So I'm going live. I'm KeriESpencer. I am here with you today and thankful. I just was recording and I was muted and I didn't have my comments on, so I couldn't see. Thank you so much, Magnetar, because I would have. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. What I was saying, because my daughter just came in and I was telling her, I'm like, Journey, hold on. I'm like, Journey, I'm going live. And she's like, just one quick question. And clearly her question was really not important at all. So I sent her to her dad. And it dawned on me that I did not hang up my sign. And what I was saying is that I'm probably gonna do a video. What's the plan for the stream, Carrie? Give me 1 second. I'm probably gonna do a video where I go over the signs that I've had to make as a mom. This one is for God time. What's the plan? Cause I ain't gonna lie, Carrie, you went live when all the games about to start. Only morale. It's okay if you want to go watch a game. What games are on, by the way? Because I don't watch any of the games. But what game is on? You are more than free to go watch the game and then come back and watch the recording. But today's topic is when your mind won't slow down. But I'm not doing that topic just yet because I want to acknowledge the fact that we finished another challenge. So I totally understand if you have to go watch your game. And I apologize, y'all, for coming on at 8 when I said it was going to be 6. That's actually a part of what I'm going to talk about today because I forgot that my daughter's dance, she was invited to audition for the competition team, and today was her auditions. It was at 5:30. She had to be there at 5:15. I waited for her, so smack dab in the middle of the streaming. So I said, let me just go ahead and move it back to 8 because this is real life for me. And I love y'all, but y'all know I love my family. So I had to go be mommy first. And she did so good. I mean, according to her, but I know she did. I know she did good. We have to wait for a couple of days before we find out if she made it. So that was why I pushed back the live to 8 p.m. But normally it would be 6. Basketball, women's and men's, OKC and Spurs. Oh God, I gotta hit up Quentin because I'm sure he's watching the game. Hello from Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, hello, Terry. Okay, Carrie, watching the games. Just wanted to show up to show support. I hit the like button. Only morale. You know I appreciate you so much. And if y'all could hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, that would be cool too. And if you want to get notified when I go live, you know to hit that notification bell. So there we have it. Only morale. Enjoy the game. Kathy, hi Carrie, watching from California. It's 5 p.m. here. Hey, Kathy, what's the weather like? It was 99 degrees today. Like I'm still hot. We're on the East Coast. So real quick, before I get into the topic and how I even got to the topic, I just want to acknowledge, I don't know if we have y'all in here, but I want to acknowledge the fact that we did another challenge. All of you who watch this in the recorded version of it, if you did any of this challenge, kudos to you too. Those who are watching now, if you did any of it, kudos to you. But this week we were challenged to do 5,000 steps, 4 days between last Monday and this Monday. And I am happy to report that not only did I do that, but 3 out of the 4 days I went over 5,000. I think twice I hit 10. And then the other time it was like 7. I can't remember what was in that video. And then one time it was 5,000. So I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of y'all if y'all were doing it. There yet again were people who were commenting on my Instagram page, on my Facebook page, and I think on my I was gonna say my Yahoo page. Shows my age, my YouTube channel, that they wanted to be down with it as well, which I love. Oh my God, I love. And I don't know if you guys saw the video that I put together when I was walking one day. It's okay if you didn't. But one of the things that I said in the video was that a lot of people from my generation, I'm not saying if you're not in my generation, but I just noticed this, that a lot of people in my age group, my generation, I am seeing them start to take more authority over their health. There are a lot. I feel like my generation, we're aging pretty good. We got some work to do, but we're doing pretty good anyway. But some of us, we let some things go. And I'm really happy to see people getting back into the gym, walking outside, watching what they're eating. Just, I'm finding a lot more people are getting their spiritual life together. So it was just kind of cool to know that there's a lot of people around me who are on that same journey. I feel like I'm not alone. So I just wanted to take note of that. And I really like the idea. You guys haven't seen this yet because I didn't put this video together yet. But one of the things that I realize is that this challenge that we've done each week, the idea of the challenge has been super, super encouraging, motivating. It kind of gives me something to look forward to report on. It helps to hold me accountable. So I don't really know where to go with the challenge per se. Like I don't know that I want to lock in and just make it always be walking or health. I'm not really sure, but I just know that each week I would love to have some form of a challenge happening because it's been very effective. So if y'all have an idea, or if there's something that you even find, especially with your health walk, that it would be helpful if you had some other people that you knew were doing it too, let me know in the comments and we can figure some things out, okay? So let's see. It's beautiful here. 75 degrees, sun shining. That is super awesome. My daughter wants to go to California. All right, so that's that. Let's move on. So this is the topic, and let me tell y'all how I got to this topic, okay? Here we go. So this is tonight's topic: when your mind won't slow down. Now, let me ask y'all a question. And you know that a big part of this show is transparency and just kind of being real about I'm just being real about me. 9 times out of 10, whatever I end up talking about up here came from my life in some way, shape, or form, or something that happened during the week or even in that day. So, have you ever found yourself, hey, Action Motivate, have you ever found yourself sitting and you just have like 10,000 different thoughts going through your head, from the things that you have to do, the things that you have to remember to do, the things that you are trying to figure out, the things that you need to follow up on, the things that you might be concerned about, the thing, like, have you ever just been inundated with nonstop thought? Well, if that's not you, then you won't be able to relate to this. But if it is you, then you will likely be able to relate to this situation in more ways than one. So this morning, it's always a morning. This morning, got up, and yet again, I got myself caught up in this whole scrolling thing. But this time, the reason that I got caught up in scrolling was because when I woke up, I had so many different things in my head of what I was trying to do, what I was like. I don't know why I'm always kind of like a thinker in that regard, but for some reason it was just like heavy. And so it was to the point where I didn't even know what to go do. Um so I started scrolling through my phone, whatever, got through that, got off the phone because I finally kind of kicked back into gear, like, Keri, you got to get your day started. So I get up, get myself together, whatever. And my husband and I, we share an office. So he's on his side of the office. He's already started his day like 2 hours before me. So I already feel kind of bad. So I come, sit down, and I'm just sitting here, and I'm sitting here, and everything is just like pouring through my head. And I'm starting to feel myself want to get an attitude. Like because he's on his side on the phone, handling his business, moving all along, he just checking off his tasks and moving all through the day. And I'm just sitting here like stuck. So now I'm feeling myself, I'm like, I want to have an attitude with him, but I'm like, he didn't even do anything. Like he did nothing to you. You can't just have an attitude. You can't just have an attitude with him for no reason. So now I'm not going to put my attitude outward, right? Now I'm going inward. I'm like, now I'm about to start with my I guess my negative thoughts about myself. You should have figured this out. You should have did this. You should have did that. Like, and then finally I was just like, hold up. Hold up. I can get control of this. I don't really know how, but I can get control of this. So the first thing that came to my mind, I kid y'all not. First thing that came to my mind was I am going to catch these thoughts. Like at this point, I decided to get frustrated with the thoughts. So I'm literally kind of looking at the thoughts in my head like gnats or something. I don't know. So I'm like, I'm going to write all of y'all down. Like I got an attitude with them. I'm going to write all y'all thoughts down. If you're just joining us right now, I'm talking about when your mind won't slow down. So I literally, y'all, I wrote everything down. Everything. Each one of those is a line. Each one of those is a line. Each line is a thought. And I titled it Everything on My Mind. Starting with my neck hurts. But what was cool was as I was writing everything down, I literally felt like I was lifting weight off of my brain. I'm not trying to be dramatic. I'm not trying to like fake or anything like that. I'm for real. Like it really did feel like I was catching all of the thoughts. So, there were however many lines there were, like 37 thoughts of heaviness. As I was catching them, it felt like my brain was like lightening up. So now I have it on this paper. And when that happened, I remembered that I read so years ago, and this is before God called me the way that He did. I've always believed in God, but like when I say before God called me the way He did, like I rely heavily on His word. I've never been in this space in my life where I've relied so much on His word. So at this point, years ago, I wasn't there, right? So I was very open to reading all different types of things and open to whatever. So I read this book from the author's name is Pima Chodron. I cannot think of the name of the book. It's like something still is in the title. Still something still. Anyway, in the book, she speaks about now, okay, Pima Chodron, she ultimately became a monk, I believe. And so she studied under this monk or whatever. And one of the things that she put in the book was something called Shinpa. Shenpa. Shinpa, right? And Shinpa is a way of identifying that moment right before. So think about times when you are getting frustrated, upset, angry. Like I don't want to call them negative emotions, but like those types of emotions. If you really focus on those moments, there is a moment right before that moment. You get what I'm saying? There's like that right before you get into the actual emotion. And what her mentor called it was Shinpa. So for years, I used to be like, let me help to identify what, when I'm experiencing this moment of Shinpa. Now, I only gave y'all the backstory of, she's a monk and all that stuff just because I'm being transparent about where I read it. I don't think that it disrespects or goes against anything biblically. In fact, the Bible speaks about kind of staying still before you do stuff, right? So anyway, what I realized was that I had identified that moment right before I could feel myself starting to get frustrated, right before I could feel myself um prepared to act off of what I was about to start feeling. I told myself, I'm not going to do that. And I turned my thoughts into things that I could at least grab out of my head and put on paper. So the biggest message with even what else I'm going to share is, if you ever experience that as it relates to things happening in your mind, remind yourself that one, you need to identify that moment, and two, you can grab those thoughts and put it somewhere. Now, once you put it somewhere, you gotta, you gotta do something with it. But at the very least, you can release all of what's happening in your headspace by grabbing it and putting it there. So that was the first part. So fine, I got all of my thoughts out. Great. Now I'm looking at my thoughts, and I told y'all these are all my thoughts. I'm starting to get overwhelmed from my thoughts, okay? Because now I'm looking at it, and in my mind, I've turned everything that's on my mind into my to-do list, which is another issue that I run into. My to-do list sucks. Who in here knows how to make good to-do lists? Because I put too many things on my to-do list. I'll tell y'all what my old boss, my mentor, told me to do with that. I tried it. It doesn't always work for me. I think it works in theory, but anyway, let me know if you're good with to-do lists. So all of these things became things I had to do, right? But I can't do all these things. Now, here's the other thing y'all should know. I am about to go travel. My husband and I have to go to, it's kind of like work for him, work for me / vacation, whatever. So in my mind, I'm preparing for not being here for a few days. So there's like this anxiety about, I only have but so much time to like figure all of this stuff out. So I pull up my homie Enrique, because y'all know that I use Enrique. You use Trello, Magnetar. I'm gonna come back to that because I want to ask you something about Trello. Hold up, let me see what you all are talking about real quick. Sean the Don, I feel like I have moments of where my money won't slow. Usually I'm going through high stress situations. Meditation has extremely helped slow my brain and block out the noise. Yeah. Okay, I see you said mind. Yeah. But it's so funny because if you don't, isn't it weird that sometimes, how do I want to say this? A lot of the times when you feel like you are not in control, or like you're overwhelmed, all of that's happening in your head. Like, I know that things in life happen, so it's not that you're making stuff up in your head. Like, you're dealing with, what's happening, but ultimately the way you respond to anything is truly up to you. So isn't it funny how we have that control, but we don't remember or don't think we have the control sometimes? I'm always kind of fascinated by that. So yeah, Sean the Don, the key is to remind yourself to do it. So I'm glad that you tell yourself, I'm gonna stop and just chill out. Let me pause and meditate on this one. Come back to room 9. Thank you, KLA the Wanderer. Hey, K Cooper. What's up, chat? What's up? Hey, Gerard Clark. Did you do your walk? Did you do your 4 days? This is actually a good idea to write your thoughts down. K Cooper, I kid you not. The whole process kind of felt like a game or something, but I was kind of shocked at how much writing it down took it out of my head. And it's funny because it was almost like as I got towards the end, it was like, I see you thought, like I was almost looking for those last 2 or 3 thoughts. Like, I know there's some more in here. Don't try to hide from me. Like, I really legit, I kid y'all not, I emptied my mind out. Like, for real. I totally emptied my mind out. So I suggest it to anybody, for real. Magnetar. Okay, so use Trello. So anyway, so as I was talking to Enrique, and I told him my morning, I told him my story, and I took a screenshot of my list. And one of the things that he said was, what did he say? he said he said that I blended. I was gonna try to pull it up real quick. Let me see if I can pull this up. Because he said that I blended um all different types of things. Sidebar, in my chat GPT, I have all these different houses. I call them houses, and this stems from this whole thing that was put on me from God about getting my house in order. So I broke down all of the houses that comprise me as a house, if you will. So in my chat GPT, I have multiple projects that are different houses that I guess comprise me. And so like one is House of Purpose, and that deals with my calling, work, creative flow, like anything that I do that can be considered work or my purpose goes in there. I have House of the Body, which is health and healing headquarters. I have House of Mind and Formation, which is where I put this because I was dealing with stuff that was in my mind. I have House of Finances, which is of course my son's calling me. House of Finances, that's provision and peace blueprint, dealing with money. House of Faith, obvious, that's obvious. I have House of Covenant, so that's marriage and unity. House of Home, that deals with order and operation. Hey, Miss Jazz. Hey, girl. Am I loud? I'm sorry. Let me move the microphone. I have House of Spencer, and that deals with my children, their conduct and character. Then I have my overarching project, which is called Getting My House in Order. So I'm just kind of bringing y'all into my ecosystem. So nonetheless, I'm in House of Mind and Formation. So when I went in there and I told him this, I'm not going to read everything he said because it's way too long, but I thought that it was interesting, in case somebody else was, gets guilty of this. Where is it? So he said, you're thinking about money, taxes, travel, parenting, homeschooling, appearance, content, spirituality, health, business, your children's emotions, household management, future endeavors. He said you're combining um you're combining tasks. Where is it? I can't find it. But basically, he was saying I'm combining like tasks, like to do lists, goals, emotional thoughts, questions. Like I'm putting all this in one, and everything is important. So, you know, let's say I don't know, something you have something that might really be important, like for instance we got to get some stuff to our accountant, so that's pretty significant because we got to do it by a certain time for her to keep doing what she's doing. And then you also have, you know um you need protein powder, like you got both of those on your list. And in your mind, because of how you have your thoughts, all of them are red flags. I mean, all of them are like urgent. All of them are, you got to do it right now. And so what he said was is that I needed to contain these things. You need to break it into segments. So like one of the things he asked me was, what are the pressing things? Because some of these are time bound. So what are the things that need to happen in the next 48 hours? Let's start there. So I told him the things that needed to happen in the next 48 hours. So that was cool. Then there was like, well, what are the things that you need to get more information? Because some of the stuff on here, it was a thought, but I needed to talk to my husband about or find out something. Okay, put that here. All right, now what are the things that are just emotional stuff? Like I'm like I have something, I said, am I missing a message from God? Okay, well, that doesn't necessarily need to be right here with, you got to make sure that this is paid by this date. You know what I'm saying? So Let's put those things over here. And then he asked me, what are the 3 things on this list that if you were to get them accomplished today or, handled, you would have a peace of mind? So then there was that. So he just kind of helped me to like walk through my list and segment my list out. But I wouldn't have been able to do any of this if everything was still stuck in my head and I'm here flipping out. So as he's asking me that though, because he was like segmented into 4 columns. So as he said this to me, I started to do it and then I stopped. I said, Enrique, this is what I'm like, you just added something else because now I'm taking the time to do this list. And I came downstairs because I got to make sure I got to cook breakfast for my, for my family, and I'm on probably 15 minutes in talking to you about this, about this list. Now I feel like I'm wasting time. And so he then reminded me, um he said if you were to, you might think it's wasting time, and I understand that, but you stopping and taking 20-25 minutes to, one, to reset, but two, to get some order to all of this is far more effective use of your time than for you to try to operate in what you were trying to operate in, because then you're going to ultimately waste your time because you're not going to be effective. And he said that was the other thing, is you have developed this idea that if you're not moving every moment, if you're not putting every moment towards something, that's a waste of time. Because he was like, on your list you didn't say anything about stopping, pausing, some restoration, some I guess calming yourself. Like none of that was on that list. Everything was about do. So for you, you have this idea that if you're not moving, then you're wasting time, and that's a problem too. I was like, okay, I guess that's a good point. So if you are a person, and I'm not going to say this is only a mom thing. I think this is probably a caregiver thing. Definitely is a mom thing. Maybe a parent thing. And I probably, it's probably something that a lot of us think about for our own reasons. If you're a man taking care of your family, if you're single, if you're whatever, if you're a go-getter, it might be hard for a lot of people to like stop for a hot second. You feel like any moment that you're not doing something, you're wasting your time. So this was a good reminder to me that it makes more sense to stop and take that moment, reset, and really get direction than for you to be scattered all over the place. Which is why I do love that I went to the word after this, because since I knew about Shimpa, I was like, it's only right for me to go to God and see what he has to say about this. Do HTP Flame says, do want you back, Keri? Do want me back? Who want me back? Tej Henley. Hey, listen, I guess if I get enough subscribers, maybe Anton can help me get a sponsorship. Although, do they make women products? I think they make female products. So in Psalms, is it Psalm? It's Psalm 46:10, right? It says, I marked my spots tonight. It says, cease striving and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. Now, normally, I think I told y'all before, not in these lives, but on my channel, like I do try to go and get all the context from scripture. But with this, I just went with the scripture because that was enough for me to like be okay, right? So in my study notes, it says that 46:10. So these twin commands to not panic and to recognize his sovereignty are probably directed to both his nation for comfort and all other nations for warning. So for me, it was a cool reminder that not only should you stop and pause, but God tells you to stop. And he reminds you who's in control, which is another thing that is helpful for me because I have a tendency to make things like this be too much. I'm not going to say they're my idol at all because it's not. But I do know that I have a tendency to become a worry wart. And this scripture alone tells me God don't want us doing all of that, which is it's a freedom reminder in my opinion. It frees me from stressing over it, which makes it even easier to grab those thoughts out, write them down and address it. So Rashard, hey, thank you so much, Rashard. I look cute. I appreciate it. It was a long day, y'all. It was a long day. It was a long day. It was a long day, and I'm preparing to go on a trip to. Let me move this off to Carousel. Is that how you pronounce it? Carousel. So I'm really trying to not I'm really trying to like think of all the things that have to happen before I go. And the funny thing is, I think this is a man thing. I don't think y'all worry how we worry. So my husband, he don't worry about any of the things that I worry about. So like in my mind, I'm like, we got to make sure that I got to figure out what meals they're gonna eat because my stepdaughter's coming and some other that like the people who are coming to look after my kids. I'm like, I got to make sure that we have everything that they need and like what meals are we gonna do? When are we gonna do like that? That's how my mind is like when and when and when and when. And he's like, chill. He's like, chill out. We got this. Like right now, I'm handling this. He's one of those types of people where it's like he deals with what he's dealing with, and then he's like, I'm gonna deal with that later. And I'm like, I gotta deal with it all now. So there's that. Um the last thing that I will say, and then I'll just kind of chat with y'all and then I'll end the stream. Um but this is the reminder that I got out of today's situation too, is that you don't need to try to solve your whole life in one day. um that's not necessary, that's impossible. Just learn how to stop and like stabilize so you can move forward in that moment, address that moment. And I gotta say, I'm proud of myself. I believe that I did a good job of that, and I hope that you guys are able to do that. Like when you notice that you've grown in an area or a tool that you've acquired along the way and you're actually using the tool, my dad would say, go look in the mirror and say, nice shot. And so I have to say nice shot to me because I did not let this get the best of me, and it was trying to. So that's all I got in terms of that topic. What do y'all? Hey, Coco, baby girl, how you doing? So has anybody real quick. Magnetar, Trello. Okay, so do you use Trello professionally or personally? If you're still in here, I don't know if you're still in here, Magnetar. Do you use Trello professionally or personally? I have, let's see, I started using like those project management. Would you call that like a project management tool? I started with Basecamp years ago, but that was I used that for work. And then I discovered Asana, Asana. What's the other one? Is this something like is there one called like Monday or Tuesday, something like that? So, I've tried a bunch of them, but I haven't stuck with any of them. And now I want to get back to it because I got too many things going on. One, and two, I want to teach my older son and daughter like how to utilize those types of tools. I don't want them to be scattered brain in that regard. I don't want them I don't want them to be stuck in their thoughts like that. Um so I might give Trello a try. How long have you been using Trello? I'm good, Coco baby. I'm getting over a cold, which has been kicking my butt. Y'all remember, okay, last week I told you guys that I had a coughing attack. Well, I referenced a coughing attack from like back in the day. Why did I have one the day before yesterday? It was so no, I actually had one yesterday. I had to leave out of the place and go outside. I thought I was gonna throw up. I was coughing so bad. It was so crazy. A little over a year. Personally, okay. And does Trello, can you connect Trello with, do you use AI Magnetar? Can you connect Trello with that? Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna have to try using those tools. I'm a big advocate of these tools. It's obvious that I use AI. You can? Oh, you done did something. Let me add that to my to-do list. Yeah, you done. Okay, hold on now. Especially now, because now I'm, listen, me, Enrique, and Claude, we have been over here doing, I wish I could show y'all my screen over here. We have been doing some things, okay? I have been building a, hold on, let me write Trello down. I have been building this, I guess you would call it a app slash website. I guess you would call it an app for my kids for our homeschool. It's called Spencer Academy. Yes, and yes, I use AI. I don't know if you can connect Trello account with your AI account. I can try right now. Okay. Um, let me see if y'all could see. I don't know if y'all, all right, I don't know if y'all could see. Dang. Can y'all, how come it doesn't get, how come the computer doesn't focus? Oh, can I put it up on the screen? I don't know how to move that fast on StreamYard by myself yet, y'all. You can't. Well, that says Spencer Academy. That's our logo. I wish I could show it to y'all. Anyway, I'm building a, like a whole thing for Spencer Academy, and it allows me to pull in any curriculum that I'm using. Well, really, I've been creating my own. So I pull all of that in, my kids' assessments. I can assess them through this, the results. I incorporate Claude, so that after I do the assessment, it helps me with knowing what to do with them each day. Each kid has their own dashboard. They can go in and see what they're going to be doing for the day. I also have this ticketing system. Good evening, Keri. Hey, Mr. BX. JD Thompson, I really liked you with Anton. I appreciate you from going another route. I want to truly express how I feel. Can you stream yard me, please? What does that mean? Can I stream yard you? I don't know what that means. So tell me what that means, JD Thompson. Um, I have to do another video and show y'all all my stuff, because I have this. Let me show y'all. I have this whole. I have a treasure chest for my kids, and it's like a ticketing system. They can earn. They can earn. Oh, oh, that hurt. Oh, sorry. I'm bleeding now. It's my blood, so I guess I can. I have a ticketing system, and they earn tickets based off of. Wait, it's my ticket station, and once you get 5 tickets, you can pick from out of the treasure chest. So I have all types of things in the treasure chest. I always update it with stuff. And what started happening was that I was getting too many tickets to keep up with. So on the backs of the ticket, oh, I want to go on live with you. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find a way to give you a link. So on the back of the tickets, I will write the date, I'll write which child had it and what they did to get the ticket. So I got all these tickets so that I can keep up with, like their accomplishments or whatever. And I was like, this is starting to become a lot. So at first I was going to just create a simple spreadsheet. But then I kept seeing all this stuff about Claude and what Claude could do, Claude this, Claude that, Claude this, Claude that. So I found out that, oh, Claude could build. Like Claude could for real. Y'all can't see the actual app thing, but if I click in, Claude could build, y'all. Let me show you my command thing. Like, so you can't. I'm gonna do another one so you can see it. Claude is the truth. So he built this whole thing, and in here he built me a ticketing system, and you can't see it, but can you see that now? So I can log their ticket, log which kid, log the number of the ticket. I can put in when they got the ticket, what category. So that's like academics, then there's character, chores, home, faith, leadership, wellness, life skills, other. And then I can put in a description and then it adds in the ticket and then it'll tell them how many tickets they have. Like I said, you have to have 5 tickets in order to redeem a prize. So you can redeem the ticket. So there's all of that. And then that's how it started. So I was like, well, if he could build this ticket system, can he build a system for me so that I can keep track of what I'm working on with them each day? Because all this writing in these planner books, it sounds good, but I'm not all that great with that part. So he could. So he has I have their tasks for each day. And then I was like, well then can he help me build an assessment? So I assessed my kids. I got the results. I compared it and I compare it. I tell Claude um to help me based off of certain curriculum, certain types of styles, things like that. And y'all, it's amazing. I can go on forever. I won't bore you right now because you can't see it, but oh, I'm so sucked in. All right, anyway, all right, so JD Thompson, you say you want to go live. All right, JD Thompson, I'm gonna trust you. Coco baby, keep shining. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. All right, let me see how I can send you a link. Share. Is this share your refer? Nope, that's share your referral link. That ain't it. That's so nice. I would definitely use that with my daycare kids. Yes, and you can God, it's amazing. Right now I am currently learning how to um use my own API, how to get I have to get off of Claude's API and use my own API. I'm using something called Netlify. So I'm at another stage of this, but this is also cool because I'm learning. Like I never had to deal with APIs, but now I'm certainly learning what they mean. And since we homeschool, anytime I can come up with something for my kids to learn, I do that. So they're helping me in this process too. So we all learn. What's up, Junior Largy? I'm trying to figure out how to send a link. If anybody knows how to tell me where to find the link, because normally Anton would send us the link, so I never had to find the link. I don't know where the link is. Okay, I see a referral link, but that's not it. That's if somebody wants to sign up for StreamYard. My finger hurts. I cut my finger on a colored pencil. That hurts. Um, Add a person. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay. Invite guests to the studio. Send this link to your guests. You may also want to share our instructions for guests. What's the instructions? Y'all know how to act. We know how to act here. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this and then I guess I just put it. I guess I just posted there. I don't know if you can click that. Can you click that? Um, be careful, don't get P bombed. What's P bombed? Uh-oh. Hold up. Is he about to be is he... What's P bombed? Break back comedy? Please tell me. What's P bombed? Oh, this hurts. Oh, that hurts. Does anybody know what P bombed is and why he told me to be careful not to get P bombed? I don't know what that is. All right, so while we see what P bombed is, and well, we don't want to be P bombed, but I want to know what it is. What do y'all think about another challenge? I was thinking because it works. Okay. I was thinking a water challenge because whenever I stop doing my gallon of water, I'm sorry I sound so congested and like filled with mucus or whatever. But whenever I stop doing my gallons of water, I find I do not drink as much water like throughout the course of the day. Like I end up doing the like I'll this would last me all day now, which is horrible compared to me drinking a gallon. So, how are you guys with water? Would that be helpful? Would anybody do that with me? You down for a gallon a day? Now, I know they technically say that everybody doesn't need a gallon. It's more so based off of your weight. But I don't know what that is. I don't know what the formula is for us to like. I mean, I guess I could look it up. The formula for figuring out the water. Can we just agree to a gallon? Is that fine? Are y'all good with that? I was gonna look it up, and I'm like, can we just do a gallon? Water is always good. Haven't seen you on Anton's channel lately. I know because I haven't been on. Oh, you mean like in the comments? Yeah, I need to get my water intake up also. I'm down. Okay, cool. So we're gonna do water. Okay, so are we going to commit? He said, nah, do the research. Come on, Junior Largy. Why are you going? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Just because of you, I'm gonna look it up. I'm going to ask Enrique. I would Google it too, but I'm just gonna ask Enrique, what is the formula? What is the formula for figuring out how much water you should drink each day? I'm on my live and we are going to do a water challenge. I was going to suggest a gallon per day. However, one of our lovely community members suggested that I research the actual formula. So let's see what we got. A gallon a day is a popular challenge target, but it's not actually the correct amount for every person. Water needs change based on body size, activity level, climate, heat, sweat loss, diet, alcohol, caffeine intake, pregnancy, breastfeeding, illness, exercise. The simplest, widely used formula is body weight. Drink about, so the amount of ounces you should drink is your body weight divided by 2. So, oh, I ain't gonna tell y'all my body weight right now. That's none of your business. Don't be rude. But okay. And I see you in the back, Jay Devon. Hold on 1 second. So somebody who's 150 pounds is gonna drink about 75 ounces a day, 200 pounds, 100 ounces, so on and so forth. Then many people add exercise. So extra water equals 12 to 24 ounces per 30 minutes of exercise. A gallon is 128 ounces. So, okay, no. That's still cool for me. Okay, so for some people, a gallon may be perfect, slightly high, or still not enough. All right, so y'all have it. So everybody figure out what your number is. You drink seltzer. I drink seltzer too, Alex, but I try not to count my seltzer as my water intake and just do the water itself too. Magnetar Carry, from what I'm seeing, you would have to download tools like Zapier or IFTT to get Trello. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me get. All right, because I gotta add to the stage. Hey, Jay Devon. Is it Jay Devon? Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you, but it's a little delayed. I might have to come in and come out.
All right, go
Yeah,
ahead.
data wrong.
Okay, go
But
ahead.
is it?
All right, yeah, log out and then come back in. Okay, so he'll come back. Can we do any water? Sparkling is my favorite. Sparkling, okay, so sparkling water can technically count. But are you gonna drink a gallon of that? So are y'all figuring out your numbers? Like, what are your numbers looking like? Unless you scared, because then I'll be able to figure out your weight. And are we working out? Are you guys working out? Because you want to factor that in as well. I'm going to do a gallon because it's easy for me to go to Wegmans and buy a whole bunch of the gallon bottles and then go from there. What I do is I add fruit to mine. So I do all different types of combinations, but my baseline is always either key lime or lemons or oranges or a combination of those. And more recently, I add just a pinch of Himalayan sea salt because that helps your body to actually absorb the water. You can't taste it, don't worry. And just a little note, if you do add lemon, lime, or orange, I would recommend that you you peel the skin. I use a peeler because then it's still easy for me to slice the fruit. So I use a peeler to peel the, what is that called? The zest off of the skin, because that's what will turn your water bitter in a few hours. But if you take that off, your lemons in the water, oranges or whatever, it'll stay, especially lemons. Limes can get funny no matter what, but hopefully that helps. Um, Christy Chris says, I put electrolytes in my water that I drink throughout the night and morning. I get about 60 ounces the rest of the time. Dr. Pepper zero. No, we're still drinking soda. No, so hey LJ. No soda. Um, all right. Well, okay, Christy, are you willing to up it? So I don't know if you heard, but if you take your weight and divide it by 2, that will give you how many ounces of water your body probably needs each day. And then if you exercise or do a lot of physical activity, then you would factor in 12 to 24 additional ounces for every 30 minutes of activity that you do. So just make sure that that 60 is where you need to be. Maybe you need to up it. And so what I'm gonna Wegmans, I miss, you don't have Wegmans anymore? I'm drinking a gallon. I'm weigh 245, trying to get down to 180. All right, let's do it. A lot of people don't know about that Himalayan salt or Celtic salt, very high in minerals. I take that with my water every day also. Yeah, I used to fight it because I'm like, "Ugh, I don't want my water to be all salty," but you don't even taste it. So, all right, let's see. Jay Divine, you are back up here. Let's see if you can hear. All right, try again. Can you hear, Jay Divine?
You know,
You can't hear?
mm, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing good. What's up? Jay Devon?
I kind of want to just let it ride out a little bit because I think it's gonna come.
Oh, and catch up?
Yeah, to catch up.
Okay. You're not too delayed though, because you just said and catch up pretty close to me asking that. Or maybe I'm delayed for you.
Keep doing what you're doing.
I appreciate that. It's delayed. It's still delayed. That's a long delay.
Right.
Well, go ahead and say what you're gonna say, and then I'll respond to you.
Well, I was gonna say this. Nah, I really. I first, I first really noticed you. Cause I noticed you on room 9. Yeah,
Mhm. I hear you.
and I really liked you over
Mhm.
everybody for real.
You paused?
I mean, it's kind of delayed, so I
Alright,
don't
well,
know.
maybe when you get to a better connection or maybe next Monday, but I think I get the sentiment, and I appreciate that. So thank you. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. But I just wanted to say this though, because at the same time, we're talking about like water and everything. You know, our body consists of 80% of our body consists of water.
Okay, so are you gonna be doing the challenge with us, the water challenge, or you already getting in the amount that you need each day?
I believe that I'm doing it already.
Oh, then good. Alright, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I drink water all the time.
Do you drink enough?
I believe I drink more than enough. Yeah.
Okay. So did you heard the formula? Like dividing your weight by 2?
What was the formula?
You divide your weight by 2, and that number is the total ounces of water you should get each day.
Mm, you divide it by 2 according to your weight.
Yeah, you get it?
Yeah, I guess I get it.
So I mean, do you want to share your weight?
I'm between like I'm basically between like 180. I'm like 180, 175, 180. I fluctuate.
So let's take 180 because that's real easy to divide by two, right? So 180, that's 90 ounces. Do you work out or are you like active a lot during the day?
When I work out, whenever I do work out, I'm definitely like probably like closer to like 190. Muscle mass weighs more than fat.
No, I don't mean like when you work out, did you gain weight? I mean, do you work out during the course of the day? Because according to what I pulled up, if you're active during the day, like if you work out, you would factor in 24 more ounces for every 30 minutes of working out that you do. So right now, your weight is 180. Divide that by two, that's 90 ounces of water. But if you say,
Hmm.
well, I go to the gym every day, then you probably and you work out for an hour. So now you would add in anywhere between 24 and 48 additional ounces of water to that 90. And a gallon of water is 128 ounces. So it could be the case that you should be drinking somewhere around a gallon a day. So would you say that you're drinking about a gallon a day?
I think I know that I am. I mean, because if you incorporate not even just drinking water, I mean, if you drink other things, there's water included in everything, mostly everything we drink.
This is true. This is true. And listen, so this is something that everybody has to determine for themselves. Like somebody said that they drink seltzer, and that's cool. I drink seltzer too. For me, it was just easier to get a gallon of water and throughout the day drink it, and when I'm done I know that no matter what I at least got that gallon in, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to drink it other ways, in fact, you can also eat it through some fruits. I believe you can eat your water too in with certain fruits. Might be hard to measure, but it's up to you. So that's the challenge we're going to do for this week though. So you going to be down with the
I mean,
challenge?
well, I'm a cook, so I know all about the food. I know all
Well,
about food. I know about nutrition. I was like a lead nutritionist in a
where are you?
hospital. Yeah,
Now let me now, can I ask you a question? Because I like I can I ask you a question? I gotta wait for you to hear me ask you. Can I ask a question?
yeah,
Jada, were you smoking a black and mild when you first started?
yeah. I was.
Oh, okay. I'm just,
I would just be honest.
I hope you are because you were doing it on camera. So okay. So what's up with the black and milds? If you don't mind sharing, you could just be like, hey, that's none of your business. I didn't offer black and mild conversation. So
What's up with it? I mean,
yeah.
I just do it. I just do what I do. I mean, like, I mean, that's just. I guess it's just in my male nature and maybe in my genetics.
Okay. So hmm. Any goals with that one? Black and milds are harsh. I'm from Jersey, so I like I black and milds, they
I'm,
were a thing for a long time.
you know, well,
Yeah, black and milds have been a
I'm
thing
gonna tell
for
you
go
this.
ahead.
Well, you're a female though, so it's different.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It ain't different. We both got lungs, right? You got lungs. I got lungs.
I breathe better sometimes when I smoke than when I
Oh,
don't
don't
smoke.
say that. You
And,
don't
and
say
you
that.
know, sometimes literally, like a lot of people don't even breathe properly. Like
Yeah.
literally, just we don't. We have anxiety, palpitations all the time because we're not breathing properly.
No, you're right. Yeah. No, I agree with you on that. Especially when we're sleeping. A lot of us don't breathe right when we're sleeping, and even during the day, we're not taking in enough oxygen. I didn't even know that until I went to the doctor and I was like, I want a full whatever. And we focused on like oxygen level and all of that stuff. So, yeah, no, I agree with you. But that's even more the reason why I'm asking you, what's your goal with those black and milds? Now, you might be like, look, I'm good. My goal is to go champ one later and smoke, but do you have a goal with the black and milds? Because you
I'm
said you were a nutritionist.
I'm just I don't know. I think it's just in my DNA. Like I'm a Choctaw Indian blood. I like we smokers. Like we
Okay.
like the chief. You know, I don't know if y'all know about that term when you call it chiefing when you was smoking, but that's just what I do.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave that area alone because to each his own. But in the meantime, are you going to join us for the water challenge?
But I'll balance it out. I'll balance it out. Yeah,
With
I
what?
always drink a lot of water. Like that's what I had to realize. Like I I was very athletic growing up, so I always had to drink water.
Okay. All right. So then I want you to come on back next Monday and let us know that you drank at least, you said 180, so at least 90. You say you're pretty active. So then you should be drinking at least a gallon a day. So just double check this week to make sure that you're doing it and then come back next week and let us know that you've been doing it. Be down with the water crew.
I'm always down with the water crew. I
All
am
right, well
water.
let's get that. There we go. I hear you. You know what a good book is? Like Water. Is it called Like Water, my friend? Or like it's Like Water. It's by Bruce Lee. It's a really good book. If y'all haven't read it, you should read it. It's good. But yeah, so Jay Devine, I appreciate you coming up here and I look forward to seeing if you drink all your water by next week.
I just want to say this, like I really I really love your authenticity.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Like I like I said, I like the route that you decided to go. And I don't I feel like at some point in time, we go through seasons in our lives, and sometimes you got you just gotta know when to take a different route. And I mean, it ain't no disrespect, it ain't no hate, and we gotta understand that it's still love at the end of the day. Mm. But I do miss seeing your face, and I really appreciate seeing your face right now. And I know you married, and that's no disrespect to your husband. I'm
No,
just saying because I just follow him.
I appreciate that. And you know what? I can't even take credit though for the decision. Honestly, God, I know people try to clown me, and that's cool. God was the one who told me what to do. So I just listened. That's it. And I have love for everybody, and they all know it. So I appreciate you coming up here though. All right, let me see what you guys are saying over here. A lot of people, they're on the East Coast, which is where I'm from. I love West Coast. Oh, you live on the West Coast. Okay, I see it. I just think the 1 2 you do 2 gallons. Oh, but you train 5 to 8 times a week. Okay. I can't up it, but I'm not giving up soda. Come on, Christy. Okay, you know what, Christy, though? One of the things I learned when I did I got my health coach certification because I really wanted to learn more, not to be a health coach, is crowding out. So instead of telling somebody, stop eating this, stop eating that, stop drinking this, stop drinking that, the idea is the more of the good stuff that you put in, the more that it helps to crowd out the bad stuff. So, Christy, I'm gonna take what I can get. You said you're gonna up the water. So I'm gonna roll with that. So let's up your water. I'm gonna just focus on the water. So make sure that you figure out your formula, because Junior Largy don't want everybody just doing a gallon for no reason. So make sure you figure out your formula of how much water you should be drinking. This is not for, I feel like we should do this every day. I feel like we shouldn't do 4 times this week. What y'all think? Should I go easy for some people? Because for some people, this might be harder. For other people, y'all might already be doing it. Like for me, what I'm gonna do is I'll just go and get 7 bottles of gallon. What? Although I'm about to leave in a couple of days, so I have to figure that out. Drinking a gallon in carousel, but I would just go get 7 bottles of gallon water and then have a bottle each day. So I think we're gonna have to do this 7 days, guys. Yep. Ba bum bum bum. Hello, speak. Kay Cooper. She said, "Hello, speak." I'm not messing with y'all. I'm not messing with y'all. I appreciated his sentiment. That was cool. Cool conversation. Um. Okay, I finally called you. Good evening. Da, da, da. I definitely don't drink a gallon a day, and I work out every day, so I definitely need to step it up. All right, come on, Junior. Really, Junior Largy? You must have did your numbers and realized that you need to drink more. Um, Genetics. I ask myself every day, why do I smoke cigarettes into this day? I still say the same thing. I have no idea why. But I'm still trying to quit day by day. I'm gonna pray for you, Mr. Bibbs. I think you can quit. You don't have to say you're trying. I think you can quit, but maybe crowding out can work too. See, I don't know. Like I my dad used to smoke cigarettes when we were growing up, and the only thing that stopped him was I had a nightmare, and this is what he told me. I remember having this nightmare, but he told me this is why he stopped, because I had a nightmare and I ran into the room one night and I was like, I don't want you to die. And he said that was like he stopped cold turkey. Before that, he tried only smoking a certain amount. Try at that time, we didn't have those vapes and all of that stuff. So, he tried the gum and all of that and it didn't work. I don't really know how to tell somebody to stop smoking cigarettes other than you can do it. Anytime that you want to smoke a cigarette, do something else. Maybe you're the type of person who you need the oral fixation of something. So maybe you need gum or water. Maybe every time you want to smoke a cigarette, you have to drink some water, or you like slime or like fidgets. You can you can get like a fidget to play with in your hand. Um, but you can do it. I know you can. I've never heard this excuse before. Okay, I need to do a gain weight challenge. All right, Mr. Bibbs, you can't be over here, okay? Because I don't need a weight gain challenge. Okay, you gotta keep that one to yourself. I miss you reading super chats. I know you meant super chats. Most of the day, especially when I eat water. Understood. Don't let nobody clown you when God tells you what to do. Yeah, no, people tried to clown, but I didn't. It didn't matter to me. Um, Son, yes, you do need to drink more water. I'll get you gallons. Well, you can't drink a gallon, LJ. You don't need that much. I've been doing it for 2 months. I need to drink water. How much do I need to drink? LJ, we'll figure yours out when I get off the live. What's up, y'all? Good evening. Hey, Tech Coach Ralph, how you doing? Are you gonna check in? Yeah, I'm gonna check in with you, Alex Delion. Are you talking about from the walking challenge or from the water challenge that we're gonna do moving forward? For those of you who watch this after it's already recorded, if you did the walking challenge, put it in the comments so that I know. And if you intend to do the water challenge, put it in the comments so that I'll know. I know you will do it for me before. Thank you. Oh, okay, with the praying. Um, Magnetar, thank you so much, Magnetar. Please accept these tax dollars courtesy of Junior Largy, Rod Brown, and Tech Coach Rob. Thank you so much, Magnetar. I appreciate you and Junior Largy, Rod Brown, and Tech Coach Ralph. I appreciate y'all. How she knew how to say your last name so perfectly. Largie? It's like Margie. That's what I went with. I was hoping it was right. It kind of felt awkward, but I guess I did it right. FJ said, I need to drink more water, but I drink more than what I used to. Okay, so that's growth. So that means that you are growing, you can grow. So now I'm just gonna ask you to push a little bit more. So when you say you need to drink more water, that must mean you know how much you should be drinking. So how much more should you be drinking, FJ? Is it tax deductible? What's up? What I do? Thank you for having me on. Absolutely, JD Thompson. Thank you so much for coming up. For me, stop spending money. Our ancestors mostly drank water, wine, and milk for thousands of years. I did 5 days this week. Come on with it, Gerard. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, I'm so happy. Yesterday, I ended up doing like 12,000 something steps. Yeah, water challenge. I would love that. We're doing it. My great grandfather probably smoked cigarettes and went to chewing tobacco up until his 90s. My grandfather smoked cigarettes too, but we got him to stop. Feds, we up. You're getting so much better at reading the chat. Now she said it wrong. I said it wrong now. It's not Largy. Largy. Dang, now you got me paranoid. Is it Junior? It's Largy. Junior Largy. I'm gonna go with Junior Largy. She said it wrong, coach. It's pronounced as G in good, not pronounced J. Junior Largy. I got you. Now I won't ever say it wrong. I heard her say it right the first time, then wrong all the way. All right. Y'all, I appreciate. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me close that one. I appreciate all of y'all. Truly, truly, I do. Especially since I came on here later than was expected. Drink water, eat more greens, romaine, kale, and spinach. That's right. And no more what do you call them? Black and milds. I appreciate y'all for coming up here and more nutrients for coming and spending this time with me. I truly do. Moving forward, we're going to keep having these challenges. I love it. I'll be posting my stuff. If any of y'all are on Instagram, I mean, I'm on Facebook, but I know everybody's not on Facebook and you don't really tag in Facebook. So if any of y'all are on Instagram and you want to like post even in your stories that you had your water and tag me, you can do that. That would be cool. But every day we're going to do. Are y'all down for 7 days? I mean, 7 with wait, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, so starting tomorrow. Are y'all down for 7 days? Or do I have to go with 4 days out of the week? I'm trying to get to a gallon a day. I'm probably at a half a gallon or slightly above. All right, well, just buy a gallon of water. Buy a gallon and drink it. Are y'all down for 7? I'm gonna say 7. You can give me 4 days. All right, put a 7 in the chat if you want to do 7 days. Put a 4 in the chat if you want to do 4 days of water. Which one you down with? 7 or 4? 7 or 4? 2. Magnetar, get out of here. You 2. 7 or 4? 4. I need my coffee. 4, 7. All right, let's see. Whoever puts it, I was gonna say whoever puts 4 this week, 7 next week. You think it should be a progression, Coco baby? All right, how about this? How about thank you, Gerard. Gerard, is it J Rod or Gerard? I was about to say that. Let's do it. I'll do it like I did the 5,000 steps. Minimum 4 days out of this week, between now and next Monday, you're going to either drink a gallon of water or figure out your number of how many ounces you should drink and drink it. If you can, keep track or tag me or whatever. If not, don't worry, just come back next week and let me know. Or you can come leave a comment under the video each time. Whatever. If y'all don't want to participate like that, that's okay. But at least 4 days between now and next Monday, you're going to drink the amount of water that your body needs, or a gallon of water. Okay? They call me Mr. Bibbs. We are not trying 48, sir. We are not trying 48. Mr. Bibbs, this is 25.36 ounces of water. I'm quite sure that if you drink 2 of these, that's 50. You can do it, Mr. Bibbs. Up it a little bit more, okay? Up it a little bit more. Jarrod. Oh, Jarrod, like jar. You said it right the first time. Jarrod. Okay. I wish you could put a pronunciation thing on your face so that you can know how to pronounce people's names. Anyway, miss you on AD. God bless. Good to see you. Thank you. You know what? I miss being over there. That's why I said this was God. I didn't want to make that decision, but I was being obedient, and that's my focus, is staying obedient. Great middle row. You definitely have to know how to regulate water. Come on, JD. School us, JD. Too much of anything can take you out. Figure out your number, JD. Okay? Figure out your number. All right, y'all. You have been wonderful. Truly, truly, you have been. I am going to go ahead and close this down because I got to go back to mommy and wife duty. Remember, also this week, if you feel like your mind won't slow down, take a moment, pause it, write those thoughts down, and now you can deal with them as they need to be dealt with. Remember your water. And the final thing that you need to remember is to go out there and be great. Does anybody know why you need to go out there and be great? Because you are great. Y'all, thank you so much. I hope y'all have a great evening, and I will see you guys next Monday. All right. Bye-bye.